Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Hello, my name is Fatimatuz Zahro and I am student that has selected to be Mahasiswa Berprestasi of Madura University 2023. And today I will talking about early age marriage. But before we talking about early age marriage, let me talk first about marriage. Marriage is an inner bond between a man as a husband and a woman as a wife in hoping have a happy and eternal family. Based on Badan Kependudukan Keluarga Berencana Nasional, the ideal age for having marriage, it's for women is 21 years old and for men is 25 years old. In that case, they will have a major in a physical, mental, and the last is financial. So they will success to face a life after marriage. But in reality, there are so many people having marriage under an ideal age, or we call it as early age marriage. The subject of early age marriage it's between 13 years old until 19 years old, and we call them as teenage. Teenage is a transition between a childhood into an adult zone. So in this era, they still don't know who they are. They still don't know what I am will be. So they will explore. They will asking to someone until they find the answer who the real of myself. So we can say that as a teenage, they still doesn't have a major in mental, physical, and financial. And of course, we can't ignore this phenomenon because this phenomenon it's often occurs in Indonesia, not just in rural but also in a cities. Early age marriage can caused by any factors. First, it's parents older. Second, it's economic. Third, it's low education. Fourth, it's environment, and the fifth is continuously. Having early age marriage has a lot of disadvantage for the subject, for the family, and of course to the governments. And what is this advantage of early age marriage? First is increase the name of poverty. As we know, as a teenage, they must in educations like in junior high school or in a high school, but they decide to having a marriage. So when they want to fulfill the necessary, they will hang their life into the other ones, like to their parents, the sister, brothers, or anything else. Meanwhile, the assumptions of the parents asking them to having early marriage because they hope they will get help in the financial, but it doesn't work. So when it always happen, so that it will be increase the name of poverty. And second is we are to know that as a teenage, they still don't know how to control, how to manage their emotional. So when there are problem and in their life, in their family, they will using ego first. When they using ego and there's no one want to lose, they will always having a argue. And of course, from the argue that can't finish, maybe it can make the name of divorce. So, but you need to know that the number of early age marriage in Indonesia year by year is always reductions, but it needs to press because based on data Badan Pusat Statistik say that government have a project that in 2024 the number of early age marriage not over in 8.94%, and in 2030 the number of early age marriage doesn't increase into 8.94%. So what we need to do as a young person, we need to stop it the name of early age marriage from ourselves first, and then the second, we need to make sure the preparations when we are ready to have our family, we are ready to say that we are ready to having a family. Like we can scale up our skill first. And it's all from me. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.